Michael Vick will get his hands on the football first because the Eagles have won the toss and they will receive. Deep is number 13, Damaris Johnson. Phillip Rivers will have to wait his chance on offense.
Not every day you see the head coach and the starting quarterback. They're strolling along arm in arm. That's last minute instructions, and the track meet is about to begin.
Who has the baton? We are underway in Philadelphia. And Johnson with a chance to return this one about halfway deep into the end zone. Far side of the field, right up the middle, across the 20 out to about the 25-yard line or so. Vick gonna throw on first down. That is complete out to the 31-yard line, Jason Avant. Ball snapped right away. Vick throwing to this side of the field, and that is complete, knocked out of bounds. Short of the 40-yard line is Deshaun Jackson.
Camps, practice, makes no difference.
McCoy across the 40, out to the 43.
Don McCoy got 31 carries last week.
2nd and 6. This is McCoy again across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
25 times against Washington.
33. McCoy again. And he pulls his way midfield, and that should be enough for a first down. Bryce Brown has replaced McCoy in the backfield for this series. He gets the handoff, running room left side, has 5, 6, 7 yards before he's brought down by Eric Weddle coming up from his safety position.
Control.
2nd and 2. Vick will throw this one. Pulls it down. He won't get it away. He is down back at the 50-yard line. Number 99, Jarius Wynn. A 3rd and 8. Vick stepping up under pressure and got hit as he threw incomplete. Dwight Freeney applying the pressure from the far side.
So close to being a strip sack and a fumble.
Eddie Royal is deep for the punt. And it's allowed to bounce and will be down right at about the 10-yard line. 10-yard line. Ryan Matthews to the outside with a stiff arm and gets close to a first down. And here's a late penalty. Here's a late flag coming in from the secondary.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask. Defense number 29. 15-yard penalty.
Allen.
Automatic first down.
Well, you can see the stiff arm from Matthews, and he really gets a good one on Nate Allen.
Rivers to throw for the first time today. Over the middle. He's got his man in midfield. Malcolm Floyd with the catch across the 50. Backfield by LaRon McLean. And this is Matthews with running room just off the right guard to the 40.
Using the Eagles today.
Danny Woodhead on the receiving end out of the backfield. Cuts inside to about the 32, where he is met by Patrick Chung for the Chargers, who moved from their own 10. This is Matthews. Inside the 30 to about the 27. Ex-Patriot, boy, Mike McCoy loves having him on his football team. Rivers stepping up, can't get away, and goes down at about the 33. Rivers, quick pass, Woodhead looking for running room, doesn't find much of it, to the 31-yard line.
Well, Danny Woodhead made the first guy miss, but the pursuit of the Eagles was just too much. Nice job getting over there by both Cox and inside linebacker Michael Kendricks. They both wrapped him up and put him on the ground. So a couple of good drives, one by each team, come to an end because of poor pass protection.
This is Nick Novak from 49 yards out. Straight enough and long enough.
It's always a burden. It's nice to get off to a good start.
Here's another returnable kick for Damaris Johnson. Takes it on the run at his own 2. Blocking. And slips and falls back to his feet and then across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. There's signals from.
Come on.
Vick to throw. over the middle. Got his man. McCoy out of the backfield. Running room. Midfield. A blocker in front of him. Down the sideline. Inside the 15. Cuts back. Down inside the 10.
Get him down.
70-yard gain. This is Brown. Bryce Brown. To about the 6.
With Shady McCoy. No easy task.
Vic gives it to Brown again, and Brown straight ahead to about the 2, maybe the 2.5-yard line.
And the Eagle players.
3rd and goal. Vic keeps it. Throw. Touchdown. No, incomplete. James Casey, Charger down. Let's take a closer look.
Well, does he lose control of the football?
I didn't see a loss of control.
Oh, nor did I.
Well, there
it is. There it is, and it happens right in front of the official. A good job by that official. Anyone to this side is completely screened from it, but right there, Casey loses control of the ball, and it rubs along the ground.
That's Sharice Wright, the 3rd-year cornerback out of USC, taking a slow walk off the field. Meanwhile, the Eagles looking at a 4th and goal, and they've sent the field goal unit on. And this will be a 20-yard attempt by Alex Henry. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good as well. And we have a penalty marker down on the field. Our referee today is Terry McCauley.
Illegal formation, offense, 6 men on the line of scrimmage, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
So from 25 yards out, and that kick is good, and this time there are no flags.
Tweaked an ankle or a knee, but he appears to be all right up walking around.
Fozzie Whitaker is deep for the Chargers, and this is Whitaker about a yard deep in the end zone. The penalty marker down as he makes it back to about the 20-yard line.
During the return, illegal block in the back, kicking team number 59, half the distance to the goal, 1st down, timeout.
So this from their own 7. Their last drive began at their own 10. This is Matthews. He is met almost immediately. They have gotten 2 yards.
Playing in this game.
On 2nd and 8. This is Matthews again. Matthews turns the corner, running room. Up the near sideline across the 25 and out to about the 28-yard line for a 1st down for the Chargers. Rivers, all kinds of time, and now he's going to run it. And out of bounds, but enough for a 1st down across the 40, about the 41-yard line.
His entire career.
Matthews back in the game, back in the backfield, and he takes the pitch. And there's a running room on the right side, cuts it back and out to the 45, a gain of about 4 on the play. D'Amico Ryans comes up with the stop.
At about 2, it's just fine.
River, far side of the field, all caught. Up for the 1st down at about the 47-yard line by Vincent Brown.
Well, that
quick pass, that's complete. Antonio Gates inside the 30, close to the 25-yard line, and another San Diego 1st down. This is Ryan Matthews, and runs out of room. He's going to lose a couple of yards here. Get the snap off in time. Rivers deep drop and throws to the sideline, and is that called a catch on the far side? It is inside the 20-yard line. At the 19 to Malcolm Floyd.
If this stands, what a piece of work by Malcolm Floyd. Oh boy, there's a lot in play here. Does the ground help him make the catch?
And here comes the challenge flag from Chip Kelly.
Philadelphia's challenged that the pass was incomplete. Timeout.
I'm sure that he would have liked his coaches to get another good look or two, but based on the initial, I think you got to try to challenge it.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Philadelphia is charged with their first team timeout. Please set the play clock to 25 seconds.
It's really important to understand that the call on the field was a completed catch, and I think that Malcolm Floyd demonstrated control of the football. Even though it touched the ground, he still had it in his control. It didn't appear to shift in his hands, and Terry McCauley thought that he's going to go with the call on the field. That was some effort by Malcolm Floyd.
7 first downs for San Diego to 3 for Philadelphia in this game. The Chargers at the Eagles 19. Play clock winding down on Rivers. Throwing far side of the field, that's complete. And out of bounds just inside the 15-yard line to Danny Woodhead.
Took a real shot.
And he will not get a playoff before the end of the quarter here. We come to the end inside the 15-yard line. First down for Rivers and the Chargers. Rivers looks it out to Ryan Matthews. Matthews met at the 11 and stood up. Kerry Williams from his cornerback position.
Well, he ran it off the left side. There's a big old opening.
Reverse throws outside, complete to the 5. Diving for the pylon is Eddie Royal. Did he get there?
He did.
He did. Touchdown.
And again, Eddie Royal is one of those guys that's good in space. Look at his leaning out for a short guy. Gets the ball inside the pylon. Hits the pylon before he touches out of bounds. And the official right there on the sideline. He's got a great vantage point for it. There's no question about that being a touchdown.
Extra point is good. The Chargers lead at 10-3. Damaris Johnson deep for the Eagles. Johnson on the run from the yard deep in the end zone. Avoids the tackle at the 15. Goes across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Andrew Gatchkar with the tackle.
Zone early here in 2013.
LaShawn McCoy is back onto the field. And this is McCoy. Out of bounds just across the 30-yard line at about the 32.
Bruiser. Look at that 28-27 on the play clock.
Vick gonna go deep down the sideline, has a man open, and he hits it.
Did he get both feet in?
It is ruled incomplete.
Deshaun Jackson, you see he goes to the outside of the defender, and he's tracking the ball, and right there you can see he's way out of bounds.
Had one foot down, and then the other one came out of bounds.
And we're not talking about on the line. We're talking about 18 inches out of bounds.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, they will go for it on the ground with McCoy, and McCoy across the 35. Vick to throw. Penalty marker down. And Vick lost the handle on the football. It is loose, and they can't catch up with it before it goes out of bounds.
Michael Vick takes it, brings it back down. That is a live football. And fortunately for Philadelphia, it rolls out of bounds.
Vick, quick pass, far side. This is Deshaun Jackson, and Jackson run out of bounds at about the 30. Vick under pressure, unloads, and getting unloaded on at the 30-yard line is Bryce Brown.
And Pagano called a good one.
This is Eddie Royal. In his own 24. Looking for running room. Can't find it. Lost yardage. He goes down at his own 20-yard line. Or from their own 21-yard line. Matthews. Across the 25 to about the 27 to pick up a... Matthews again. Head down. Pulls his way to a first down at about the 33-yard line. Down. Gonna go downfield and almost intercepted, and there's a penalty marker.
Pass interference defense number 26. Automatic first down.
And the crowd here at Lincoln Financial erupts. Again, straight man coverage all the way. Well, he's got his jersey. Oh, no, well, that's so easy to call.
In Philadelphia territory once again. Rivers to throw. Over the middle, got his man inside the 35 to Malcolm Floyd. We get an NFL Today update. Jay
From substitute.
This is Woodhead. Woodhead inside the 30 to about the 27.5-yard line. So thus far, Philip Rivers has been masterful.
The crowd is booing Rivers because they think this is unfair that he's taking this much time.
On the blitz, he got rid of it, and dropping the ball on the far side of the field is Woodhead.
Well, Philip he'd like to try that throw again because he threw this it's a little high. Danny Woodhead is only 5'8". Now Philip got hit and he wasn't able, he could have stepped in a little more than he did, but that ball just floated on him a little bit.
His first interception of the day, 3rd and 5.
Trent Cole was on him, but again, Woodhead almost got it.
Get the snap off. Just barely. Rivers had to get rid of it. Throws near side, complete. This is Woodhead, and Woodhead lost his helmet and came down at about the 26-yard line. That's short of a first down.
He had no choice but to get rid of that in a hurry.
Nick Novak is good from 49 yards. This week from 44, and it's good.
Tidy little lead last week and squandered it.
There's Townsend on the run at the goal line. To the 20. And out to about the 25-yard line. Before watching the play develop. Vick over the middle. Wide open is Deshaun Jackson. Out to the 42.
A vapor trail.
Vick over the middle, wide open again. Inside the 35, the 30, and out of bounds inside the 20 is Deshaun Jackson. Down from the 17. Vick throwing again. Looking, and going to run out of bounds.
For trouble, who wouldn't do that? Well, a lot of times he didn't do that.
On 2nd and 6, Vick throwing, end zone, touchdown! On the money to Riley Cooper.
Boy, and Derek Cox, number 22, was all over Riley Cooper, but Cooper a big target at 6'3". But look at the alley. Look at the pass protection. And Michael Vick, look at that. And, Cox has his arm in there. Is Cooper, the big body. Cooper just pulls his way into the end zone running his route. That was really good work by both Cooper and Michael Vick, who put on a passing clinic on that series. Plays. That was just a beautiful piece of work by Michael Vick.
Beautiful. Will not get a chance to run this one back. Ended in a field goal, a touchdown, and a field goal. Rivers to throw. Over the middle. Got his man out to the 35 to 36 is Antonio Gates. Rivers, good time, going to go deep down the sideline. Little hand fighting, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Intended for Vincent Brown, covered by Brandon Boykin.
Brandon Boykin, who's normally the slot cover corner, this time having to work on the outside because Bradley Fletcher again isn't playing in this game, and Boykin just did a fantastic job. And I'm not sure quite what that, I don't know what it's an angry duck, I'll say that. It's the old Oregon Duck.
Rivers crossing pattern, hits his man. That's Gates once again. Gates to midfield, into Philadelphia territory.
He did the old scat back look right there, made Michael Kendricks miss. Well, now that's an interesting defensive call following the duck with Ozzy Osbourne. Well, bite their head off, I guess is what they're going to do.
This is Matthews to the outside. outside. He got tripped up before he could get going. Trent Cole making the play.
It's better to show a picture of Ozzy Osbourne than to actually have him call the defense, because nobody would have any idea what he's calling. Well, this is going to be something obviously very highbrow, very high class, and probably won't work.
This happened in 7. Just when we thought they knew what they were doing. Matthew. Penalty marker flies as he ducks inside the 45 to the 43.
Holding offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
That is the
Nick Hardwick at the center is the holdover that's really having to anchor him.
River up the seam. He's got his man inside the 35 to the 32. Malcolm Floyd, and that's a first down. Got the play off in time. This is Woodhead. Right side squeezes through to about the 26. The rushing yardage they chalked up Monday night against Houston. Second and 5. Again, getting the snap off just in time. The crossing pattern complete inside the 10. Gates to the end zone. He lost the football. It is loose and covered at about the 2-yard line by Philadelphia.
Well, Antonio Gates did such a good job of open field running, but I think it's a hit by Brandon Boykin. He comes in and tomahawks the ball out with his left hand. You could see him come in. That was intentional. Watch from the right side. Here he comes, and he just hits his arm and strips the football out. And Antonio Gates so close to scoring a touchdown. What a great piece of hustle and a heads-up play by Brandon Boykin.
Play in the first half. McCoy gets out of his own end zone, spins away from the tackle, and goes out to the 5 for about a 3-yard gain.
You know, this offense requires players that can play in space and make people miss. And there aren't many running backs in football that can make people miss more than LaShawn McCoy. A good illustration right there.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning. What an entertaining first half this has been. It's not over yet. 13-10 Chargers. Back to Philadelphia after this. Hi, Manning. Plus, all the scores and highlights coming up on the horizon. Halftime report. This is LaShawn McCoy. And that is the 24th play run today by the Eagles in the first half. Last week they ran 53 in the first half. Of course, they had the Redskins contributing mightily to that. Coming up on a minute and a half. Pick under pressure. Incomplete.
With more than enough time to get some points.
Donnie Jones kicks it away. Eddie Royal. Across midfield and into Eagles territory. Their timeouts remaining. Rivers going to go deep down the sideline. Perfect pass. Caught by Malcolm Floyd. Rivers throwing. And right through it. There's a flag on the far side of the field. Intended for Vincent Brown. Kerry Williams covering.
Pass interference. Defense number 26. Automatic first down.
Shooting 1 for 1 today. This is Matthews. And Matthews lost the football. Picked up by the Eagles.
There's Cole, number 58. Gets around the block by Dunlap and strips the ball away from Ryan Matthews. That's just inexcusable. Kendricks ends up with the football. And Ryan Matthews, what did you expect down close to the goal line? With your reputation, they're going after the football. Critical error.
55 seconds to play. Vick incomplete. Pass intended for Jason Avant. This is McCoy, and McCoy with running room puts it back across the 30 and out to the 31-yard line.
But he's not handing the ball to the officials. But I still let it play.
Vick deep as he gets hit and overthrows his intended receiver, and Vick flat on his back, middle of the field. And stop the clock. That little toss to McCoy. McCoy on the run, midfield, and into San Diego territory. And
there's
timeout is
the
called.
line, but they got to take a timeout. You burn a timeout here.
Excuse me, second charge timeout, Philadelphia. 30-second timeout.
So the timeout is called. Gives us a chance to remind you the Verizon halftime report coming up. JB, Dan Shannon Boomer, and Coach Bill Cowher. They'll all probably have an opinion on Peyton versus Eli. All the latest scores and highlights on the Verizon halftime report.
All right, now with 15 seconds remaining and only one timeout, which you've got to use to get your field goal team. The whole field is available to you. You got guys like Deshaun Jackson, but again, I would work something in the middle of the field. I'd try a post pattern, something down between the numbers, because I think they're going to be playing outside the numbers. Now this doesn't help the Eagles that McCoy's on the sideline.
15 seconds. One timeout left. Vick over the middle, got his man inside the 30-yard line, and that's Deshaun Jackson. And the timeout is called to stop the clock.
And the Eagles go inside the numbers on a nice little skinny post to Deshaun Jackson. And again, a really good throw by Michael Vick. Right in there, right in the midsection.
From 46 yards out for a tie game.
Not even close.
Pushed it to the right.
Successful field goal conversion. This ball from the very beginning was never between the uprights.
With a 3-point lead. Well, we had a little bit of everything in this first half.
Well, it was a very fast first half. And again, the wasted opportunities by the Chargers, Greg. You only get so many chances.
The end of the first half, 13-10 Chargers. Back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. Greetings from Philadelphia, indeed, as we get set for the second half. The Chargers leading the Philadelphia Eagles by a score of 13-10.
Chargers have been doing what they want to do.
Here in the second half, Fozzie Whitaker is deep. And Whitaker will not get a chance to run this one back, and so Rivers and the Chargers will start from their own 20-yard line.
Well, you can see the vastly different philosophies of the two teams. San Diego very comfortable using as much of the play clock as they possibly can. Philadelphia, on the other hand, the pedal is to the metal all the time.
So Rivers starts from his own 20-yard. And he'll come out throwing over the middle. It gets complete across the 35, and it's on the ground, and it'll rule incomplete.
Oh, Malcolm Floyd is hurt. From behind, and then Trent Cole. No, I take it back. That's D'Amico Ryans, number 59.
So as he's taken off, we'll take a look again at the play that caused the injury. And Dan, neither you nor I believes that it was a dirty play by any stretch of the imagination.
At least when I saw it the first couple of times, I thought that Malcolm Floyd had transitioned from being a defenseless player. Again, right there, he's got the football. You know, it's bang, bang, You know, it's so hard for D'Amico. Right, he does make contact with his head. The question would be, and you know, again, I think people have different opinions as to whether at that exact moment was Malcolm Floyd still defenseless.
Has come onto the field, a rookie out of California to replace Floyd. And this is Ryan Matthews. And Matthews on the ground for a couple to about the 22 as we get back to action. And the yard line for a first down. He eludes the blitz, throws over the middle, and that is complete, and a penalty marker flies. Keenan Allen.
He had to go down and dig this out.
Defense number 26. Penalties decline.
Boy, Kerry Williams.
That's the third time that Williams has been flagged for interference. Again, he's grabbing the jersey. Again, good day.
Rivers. And that pass is incomplete. Far side, Allen. Rivers running out of time. Give this to Matthews. Matthews will throw up the middle for a couple to about the 43. Rivers throwing, has his man, and it's caught inside the 40-yard line. That's Eddie Royal, and that's a first down for the Chargers. Down from the 35. This is Ronnie Brown. Ronnie Brown running room inside the 30 to the 28.
Down under 10 seconds again.
Brown. And Brown has a first down inside the 25. Spread offense now for Rivers. Rivers quick pass and right through the hands of Antonio Gates.
Up for San Diego.
Woodhead with the football slipped down.
Trying to disrupt his timing. They're showing blitz.
And Rivers calls a timeout.
He's got it all going on.
3rd and 10. San Diego 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. Rivers, good protection. All kinds of time, wide open at the 5-yard line to the end zone is Eddie Royal.
And Ken Wisenhunt and his offensive staff pretty happy.
Extra point is good. 10.
Now just keep in mind, Greg, they're up by 10, but it could be a whole lot more.
Johnson about 4 yards deep in his own end zone. 20. And tripped up at about the 22.
The Eagles secondary.
Vick spins out of trouble. Gonna go deep. Has a man open. Off the fingertips of Deshaun Jackson, incomplete. It's on a line. 2nd and 10. And across the 25 to about the 27 is Jackson.
Blow for it actually to be a penalty.
On 3rd and 4. Vick throwing, and he's got his man across the 30-yard line, Jason Avant, for a first down. And all the way down to 1, and they barely get the play off. Vick throwing over the middle, and he's got his man wide open in the middle of the field. Zach Ertz, the tight end.
Those crossing patterns very successful.
Vick still with the football. Throwing a rifle shot. Easy touchdown to Deshaun Jackson. And we have a penalty marker down on the field.
Illegal formation. Offense, number 65 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's
The Eagles' first-round draft pick out of Oklahoma. 1st and 15 now. Vick reloads and completes it to Riley Cooper at the 30-yard line.
throwing strike.
Vick on the move, has to throw it away.
3.
This time the give is to McCoy, and it's stacked up before McCoy reaches the 30-yard line. Plays 6 passes, and then on the run, they're stopped and forced a field goal attempt coming from 48 yards out.
At least you can get to a one-score game.
And this one is right down the middle, and it's good. Whitaker is deep. And will not get to return this one. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. So Rivers from his own 20, and this is Matthews. Matthews for about maybe 3.5 yards.
Unpass balance this week than what the Eagles used last week.
This is Woodhead. And Woodhead to about the 25. Rivers, lofting one, incomplete. Batted down by Boykin, intended for Vincent Brown.
Which is more than Kerry Williams can say on the other side.
Mike Cyphers with the first punt for the Chargers today. And this one bounces and is down at about the 35-yard line.
No interceptions.
This is Sean McCoy, and McCoy out to about the 39-yard line.
I think that they haven't even played 2 full games yet. It's going to take a while.
Vick going down the far sideline as a man open, and he's got it! Deshaun Jackson for the touchdown!
It was going to take about 6 seconds. And you can see right here, working against Sharice Wright. When I'm even, I'm gone. And when he's got one step, forget about it. If the ball is there, this is what you're going to get. And we saw the last time Michael Vick overthrew Deshaun Jackson by about 6 inches. That time, right on the hands.
Deshaun Jackson down the sideline. Fozzie Whitaker from 5 yards deep in the end zone. Right up the middle. Across the 20, and we get a penalty flag.
During return, holding, receiving team number 97, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Rivers throwing this side of the field, and that is complete to Vincent Brown. Rivers, looked much like the same play. Rivers throwing. Here comes a flag from the secondary. Antonio Gates with the catch.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 23, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Patrick Chung.
Oh, what a monster call with the automatic first down. Patrick Chung's right at the line of scrimmage, and again, he won't let go. He's still got a hold of the jersey.
Rivers under pressure, got rid of it. This is Ronnie Brown, and Brown across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Brown for a couple.
Eagles only 3-man rush.
Rivers complete to Gates, and Gates with a first down across the 35-yard line. Chargers. Minute and a half to play here in the third. This pass is complete, and forward progress will be very close to another first down. Vincent Brown pulled it in.
And again, working on Kerry Williams. They've gone that side a couple times. You know, lost in that penalty on Chung was the fact that the pass was completed to Antonio Gates, and Kerry Williams just dropped him right there. Great tackle. Unfortunately, didn't count.
And this is Woodhead getting the first down out to the 47-yard line as we duck under a minute. And a little pushing and shoving.
It's getting a little
secondary.
It's getting a little chippy, which is what you'd expect in a 2020 game. There's a lot at stake. The Chargers looking at going 0-2 if they were to lose this game, and I'm sure they're tired of hearing about the fact that teams that are 0-2 have what, like a 12% chance of making the playoffs.
That's the 24th first down for the Chargers today.
It's an uphill climb, to say the least, from 0-2.
Rivers sideline pass. That's Danny Woodhead on the receiving end, and we have about 13 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I think Philip Rivers is just going to say we'll start play after we flip ends.
So we've played 3 here in Philadelphia.
Need a victory either.
Rivers flips it out to the near side and out of bounds at the 45-yard line is Danny Woodhead.
I think we got a false start. I think King Dunlap was leaning back.
False start. offense number 77. 5-yard penalty, third down.
Stance. Here he is right here. And watch, that's it. That's a head start, and it drew the immediate flag.
Not what they mean when they say rock on.
No.
3rd and 7.
Well, when you're 6'9", 330 pounds, it's hard to do anything that people don't see. Yeah, now we're... Not quite sure what Ben Franklin means to this defense, but
might have to do with lightning. River. Over the middle, got his man to the 35-yard line. Keenan Allen, the rookie.
Oh, and Boykin is still down. Again, look at that cut and a perfect throw. And again, the coverage by Boykin is pretty tight. And Boykin is, he's shaken up. He's still down on the ground for 3rd downs. You're going to win a lot of football games with that. But again, that nice conversion rate is offset a little bit by the turnovers. This is a chance for him to quiet those people for a while, at least for a week.
This is Danny Woodhead. Woodhead picks his way through to the 30-yard line. Rivers under pressure and got hit from behind as he let go. That was Trent Cole, who has been mighty active coming off the edge today.
Just imagine how many times Trent Cole has gone against King Dunlap in practice. They're teammates here with the Eagles, and Trent Cole knows that Dunlap can't compete with him on an upfield speed rush. And he gets the soft shoulder, he gets around the corner, and single-handedly destroys that play.
It's a 7-minute drive, 13th play. 3rd and 5. They pick up the blitz, Rivers throws, and another 3rd down conversion. Inside the 20-yard line is Eddie Royal. Philadelphia 18. Rivers looking for the end zone and overthrows Royal. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be down to the wire again on the play clock. Got the snap away. This one again to the corner. It is incomplete. Off the hands of Gates. Rivers throwing, and that's complete to the 15-yard line. That won't be enough for a 1st down. Vincent Brown brought down by Michael Kendrick, and that'll bring the field goal unit on. Good from 44 and 49. It is good. And Johnson will return this one about halfway deep in his end zone. 15-20 and out to about the 25-yard line.
Phillip Rivers couldn't. You've got to have the right kind of a guy at quarterback, like in Michael Vick.
Speaking of Michael Vick, this pass is incomplete. And Vick on the carry.
Last week in Washington just can't go on.
LaShawn McCoy straight ahead and appears to have enough for a 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. The line that they need for a 1st down is the 34. And Terry McCauley is signaling it is enough for a 1st down. Vick gonna throw on 1st down. McCoy. He is crushed at about the 37 or 38.
So those 3 guys.
Vick on the move. Out of bounds. For the 1st down.
He does. There's no question he gets shoved, but that's. I think there's a little bit of WWE going on there with Michael Vick at the end of that. That's a good no call.
Vick down the middle, got his man. Jason Avant close to the 30-yard line, marking it for
completion. That's an extraordinary number.
And we get a whistle and a penalty marker, and that'll be Eagles at this point.
So the Eagles.
Throwing wide open this side of the field is Zach Ertz, and Ertz down the sideline and out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
The little guy throwing himself in there.
This is a first and goal. Vick dodges the tackle and throws it away. Vick to McCoy. McCoy looking for the end zone, tripped up at 2 and down at the 1. Eric Weddle coming up to make the hit. Eagles looking for the lead. Vick going to run it in with no problem.
There's the answer to the question you asked me, Greg, at the beginning of this series. You got to have the right guy to run this offense. You got to have a quarterback who can do that. When things deteriorate, he was out there with the option. Take a look at that's what this is. McCoy is there. He's there as a receiver. He comes back, makes the easy block, and Michael Vick just walks right in.
15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, they've called Deshaun Jackson for an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, that's going to make it 15 yards easier for San Diego.
The extra point is good, and the Eagles have grabbed the own 20 and give Fozzie Whitaker a chance to run this one back, and he will do so from his own 10. Right up the middle, running room, lost the ball, covered by the Eagles. No, let's see, still on the ground, and picked up by the Chargers. 40-yard line.
No question about it being a fumble, and you're right. It looked right off the bat like it was going to get covered by Henry, but he isn't able to clean it up and put it away, and it just ends up.
First down. Rivers, Royal, and Royal spins down inside the 35 to about the 33. 2nd and 4. Matthews gets to the 32. Cedric Thornton with the stop. Rivers, that's complete to Gates, and Gates inside the 30 to about the 26, and a first down.
I tell you.
Woodhead squeezes through inside the 20 to the 18. Rivers, quick pass, right side, Royal fighting for yardage to about the 17. Looks to be a little short from here, Dan.
Well, 3rd and 1. Move to change.
Straight ahead. And that'll be enough for the first down. Rivers changing people around in the backfield. Quick pass to Eddie Royal. Gets a block to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown!
Well, how big of a day is Eddie Royal having? Green out here to Eddie Royal. The first blocker, King Dunlap. Then Reinhardt back to the inside. Beautiful work, but King Dunlap, the big guy, gets out there and completely obliterates Nate Allen.
Extra point is good. And with 3 minutes, 11 seconds to play in regulation, San Diego regains the lead here in Philadelphia.
The fumble by Whitaker that they weren't able to cover.
Damaris Johnson will run this one out. Blocking ahead of him across the 25 and down at about the 28-yard line.
Receivers, Jackson and McCoy, both over 100 yards.
Vick throwing. Right up the seam and just behind his intended receiver, Jason Avant. Vick under pressure, hit McCoy out of the backfield. McCoy running room and looking for the sideline and out of bounds at the 40-yard line for a first down. Vick dancing and running. And a first down at midfield.
Going, leaving the pocket, they're moving the chain.
Ball in San Diego territory, first down from the 49. That pass is complete to Jackson. And Jackson trying to turn the corner and out of bounds.
Well, he
right at the first down marker.
Now, look at him go down the sidelines here.
First down at the 39. Deep drop for Vic this time, and a rocket to Deshaun Jackson inside the 15 and a first down.
And try to knock it out.
First down at the 14. Vic throwing at the goal line, incomplete. Brent Selleck, the intended receiver, and Eric Weddle was right on him, and Vic pulls himself off the turf.
Gingerly. And Selleck is hurt as well. Philadelphia is going to get one more play in before the 2-minute warning, but Michael Vick had to expose.
So we have one play upcoming until the 2-minute warning.
Michael Vick just completely unable to protect himself. And two critical members, obviously, of the Philadelphia offense. Selleck, keep in mind, Selleck's out of the game as well. They're looking at his right shoulder.
2nd and 10 from the 14.
Well, Chip Kelly said it was a spirited competition between Foles and Vick.
Foles going to throw it for the end zone for Jackson, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Jackson well covered down the sideline. 1:58 to play as we take the 2-minute warning. The Eagles looking to go 2-0. The Chargers trying to keep from going 0-2. 1:58 to play here in the fourth quarter. You see the timeout situation. Vic, who was walked off the field after being a little shaken up 2 plays ago, is back, as is tight end Brent Selleck. 2 timeouts remaining for the Chargers, all 3 for Philadelphia. Vic throwing, incomplete inside the 5-yard line. Pass intended for Jason Avant, broken up by Marcus Gilchrist. Alex Henry from 32 yards for the tie, and snaked it inside the right upright.
Let's take a look at this kick from behind. Remember, Henry pushed one to the right and missed one earlier in the game, and that was good by about 2 or 3 feet. Time to be precise. Not exactly a defensive day.
Crosby Whitaker, a couple yards deep into his end zone, for a good return. Out across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Rivers empties the backfield. This time, that's complete out to the 35 to Antonio Gates. Rivers, and again, this time across the 45 to midfield, and out of bounds is Antonio Gates. Rivers, short pass over the middle of Woodhead, and Woodhead inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Rivers stepping up, throwing it away. Rivers, quick pass outside, that's complete. Woodhead for the first down, close to the 30-yard line. And Mike McCoy wants a timeout to stop the clock now with 21 seconds to play.
Tag.
Give to Woodhead, who moves to the middle of the field.
Wow. I'm a little surprised by that. I would have been a little more comfortable putting the ball in Phillip Rivers' hands.
Well, let's see. Did the Eagles call timeout there? So the Eagles used the timeout. San Diego with 1 remaining, and Philadelphia used one of its remaining 3.
Okay, they reset the clock back to 17 seconds, so the Chargers have another chance in chip shot territory.
Woodhead. And Woodhead inside the 30 to about the 28. And now the timeout is called, and here comes Novak. Now let's see.
Well, it's another.
Well, Novak is out on the field at midfield.
Well, Philadelphia called that timeout. leaving San Diego with their one timeout. If San Diego is feeling a little aggressive here, you got time to run an out pattern or some type of a quick, or you could run it again.
Well, Novak has returned to the sideline.
So it's back to 14 seconds where they reset the clock.
At worst, Rivers might just do a little running around and take some time off the clock. And now the clock is stopped with 7 seconds to play, and here comes Novak.
And who called this timeout? The Eagles called this timeout. So the Eagles are now out of timeouts. So icing the kicker is gone. I am scratching my head. Am I missing something here? Why are the Eagles calling the timeouts and giving the Chargers extra plays?
They have reset the clock with 11 seconds to go.
Seconds.
Novak from 46 yards. It is good. Grab the lead.
There's still going to be a kickoff. Now it'll almost certainly be some type of a knuckleball down the middle of the field. I would think this is going to be some kind of a knuckleball.
Novak going to scoot it along. It is.
And the clock runs because it was touched.
Down at the 29-yard line, and the clock is whistled down with 4 seconds to play.
25 got to be involved in this.
3-man rush. There's the lateral. And another one. And Vick throwing it way back across the field.
That was a forward pass.
Penalty marker is down.
Yeah, that was an illegal pass by Michael Vick.
And finally, this game comes to an end at the 35-yard line.
Illegal forward pass. Offense number 7.
Do you have a penalty marker?
That was against Michael Vick. That was an illegal forward pass. That's the end of the game.
And with that, the San Diego Chargers come into Philadelphia and pull off the victory. The final score, 33-30. Up next, Broncos, Giants, or Jaguars, Raiders. For Dan Deerdorf, Greg Gumbel, so long from Philadelphia. Back to New York, and James Brown.